Now, with all these trades and free agent signings happening over the last few months, a lot of players have entered their names into the Journeymen category. A loose definition of a journeyman can be described as someone who's played for 4 or more teams. And for the sake of this video, we're going to count practice squad or off-season member. So with that being said, I want to see if I can win a Super Bowl by making a team from a wheel of journeymen, but not just one wheel. We have wheels for every single position. And we're gonna see if we can assemble a championship roster. We begin with the special teams, man. We're going backwards. Some notable names on this wheel. You have Graham Gano, you have Michael Badgley, Matt Prater, and look at that, Graham Gano, welcome to the squad. We split up the punters. There's 4 of them. Actually, there's probably a lot more, but the 4 that I wanted to put on the wheel, I'm happy with any of them. Andy Lee, welcome. Now on to the safeties. Free safety, strong safety. We're gonna get probably 3, maybe 4. Okay, notable names on this one. You have the Honey Badge, you have Roddy McLeod, former Eagle. We have 2 Neils, Ryan and Keanu. We're gonna get one of them. Ryan, welcome. J-Ron Curse, the Cowboy. I really want Tyran on the team. Yes, sir! That's what I'm talking about. Ginormous pickup right there. This one is just for depth. We got our starter at free safety. Deron Harmon, very solid safety. Secondary is looking pretty solid, but it can get even better with the cornerback journeyman wheel. We have guys like Stephon Gilmore, who you wouldn't think is on. We're gonna start with Steven Nelson. The Houston Texan cornerback is part of a very underrated Texan secondary. Go look at the Texan secondary. They just got Shaquille Griffin. Mike Hughes, our second CB. Yeah, I'm not a betting man, okay, only on days that end in Y. But if I was, I would definitely hammer the over for the Texans next season. Russell Douglas, our third cornerback. Let's try to get 1 more, maybe 2 more. I'm trying to get Stephon, okay? We'll get Jack Rabbit Jenkins. All right, this is 100% the final spin, no matter who we get, man. I would love for it to be Stephon. It's not gonna be. We'll take Ronald Darby. Can we get lucky on the linebacker journeyman wheel, man? You have some fan favorites on here. You got Kamugru J. Hill on the first spin. Let's get it. Casuals might not know who that is, but if you're an Eagles fan or a Texans fan, you know who that is, man. Great special teamer. Arden Key might be the key to success in this video. Aiming for maybe 5, maybe 6 linebackers. We'll see where we're at, man. Melvin Ingram, great pass rusher. We need that. It's looking like we might run a 4-3, even though we just got Ingram, because I don't see too many other great pass rushers. Terrell Basham. Maybe we slide Ingram down to DN, depending on who we get on the next wheel. John Bostic. Final spin for the linebacker. Singleton will be nice. Quan, Calvin Noy. I'm cool with anyone. Joe Schobert, very solid. The D-line wheel has the most names so far. We're gonna probably get around 5 of them. Guys like Calais Campbell on the wheel, and he's our very first spin. Can you believe former #1 overall pick Jadeveon Clowney can be considered a journeyman? And look at that, we were so close to getting him, John Jenkins. But I have to throw this in. Just because you're a journeyman does not mean you're a bad player or even average. Quentin Jefferson, matter of fact, you could be above average or have had a very solid career. Maybe just played for a lot of teams. Maybe wherever it gets you the bag, who cares? Shaq Lawson. Final spin. Who are we gonna get on this one? It looks like Zadarius Smith. I'll take it. The brand new Cleveland Brown just got traded onto the offensive line. I'm gonna settle for about 7. Okay, some notable names on this one. Jason Peters, who we almost got on the first spin. Instead, we're getting Cameron Fleming. Solid names on this one. Trey Turner, Kevin Zeitler. I already mentioned Peters. Just because you're a journeyman does not mean you're not good. Riley Reef, spin number 3. Perfect time to like the video if you have not already. Jermaine Illuminor. Speaking of the number 3, perfect time to shout out the newest member of the Bird's Nest, Afton. First one to subscribe at level 3. Thank you so much for the support on the channel. Greatly appreciated. Now back to the video. I'll be honest, some of these names I had to scour free agency to, you know, make a competent wheel, but I love when we get guys like Zeitler that you know have started in the past and will be starting for this team. So O-line shaping up kind of nice. Feliciano. Gonna spin for 2 more linemen. I wouldn't mind Jason Peters. Let's get this man a ring. Okay, Trey Turner, I'll take my fellow 4-eyed brethren. Last spin, will we get the guy from Prison Break, Michael Schofield, or somebody else? Yes, Jason Peters, let's go. On to the tight end wheel. Highest overall, I think, might be Hayden Hurst. Okay, he's a great blocker, very underrated tight end, but we're gonna start with Logan Thomas, a player who literally started as a quarterback in his career, transitioned to tight end. A lot of guys who transitioned to tight end, like Jordan Matthews, but we're gonna get Jesse James, who is gonna be our final tight end on the team, man. Eric Tomlinson, welcome. Probably my favorite wheel of the video, the wide receiver wheel. Odell's on here. Brandon Cooks, Dorsett, Crowder, Aguilar, who we're gonna start with. Allen Robinson just went to the Steelers. I think that's his 4th team, and why he's on the wheel. John Brown will take some speed. Randall Cobb, new addition to Aaron Rodgers, Jets. Will we end up taking him? And look at that, man. I spoke it into existence. Only 2 spins left. I'm kind of nervous, man. It's not looking good for getting Odell or Brandon Cooks. I want either one of them. Dorsett, our second to last pickup. We need a wide receiver one. Even Robinson would be nice. Please, let's get lucky. We end up with Marquise Goodwin. We have to get lucky on the running back wheel. Guys like Cordero Patterson, Samaji, Raheem Mostert, Latavius Murray. I need 2 of those names, at least 2 of them. Ty Montgomery starting us off. Let's see who we can get for the next 2 spins. Latavius definitely needed that one, but we need another one. We need another great spin. Patterson not gonna be there. Kenyon Drake, and then the most important spin, the quarterback journeyman wheel. Guys like Baker, Nick Foles, Joe Flacco, Geno, Jacoby Brissett. There's a couple Super Bowl champions on here, so don't sleep, okay? Teddy Bridgewater, not a bad backup, but he could start if we had to. Marcus Mariota, our second spin. Maybe we start him and employ the Cardinals or the Ravens playbook. Depends on our last spin. Nick Foles, we need that for good luck. Here's a look at the squad we were able to assemble. I'm going to start Mariota. He has more speed than Bridgewater. We're going to use the Cardinals playbook, try to get him in open space and scramble as much as possible. Aguilar, Goodwin, and Cobb, our top 3 wide receivers. Thomas at tight end. O-line's actually pretty solid. Defense slightly better than the offense. Everyone that has abilities is on this side of football. Honey Badger, our best player. Calais, Darius. D-line is really solid. I like our MLBs. And Ingram on the outside. Long Key, who has pretty solid pass rushing stats. Secondary solid as well. Darby, Douglas, and Nelson. Not to mention Hughes, Duron Harmon. Some nice depth at safety. Gano, very solid kicker. I feel like a playoff berth is more than enough success for this team. So let's see if we can make it happen. First game of the season up against Jared Goff and the Lions. Montgomery at a running back. Much improved roster. Starting off with a laser. Bringing up a 3rd down and 1. I'm going to creep into the box with the Honey Badger. Just selling out to stop the run. And we still weren't able to. Psych! That's what we do, baby. Calais. Spread everyone out. If they don't have a spy, we take off with Mariota, man. He's just going to run all over defenses every single week, or he could just dot you up. So many speedsters at wide receiver. This could be a blitz. It's not a blitz, but Latavius out the backfield, gonna lower his shoulder and get us a little bit closer. Do we go for it? Nah, I think we take the 3. Graham Gano, very solid kicker. Let's just get some points up on the board. Got him off to a decent start, okay? I left the game with us having the lead, and now that's not a reality. Detroit takes the lead back. 14-13 at the start of the second half, man. At least it's a close ball game. We take the lead in the 3rd quarter, and we're going to end up keeping it. Let's go. 1-0 on the season. In the Marcus Mariota era, did just enough, man. 9 for 38. That's around the stat line I want to see from him in every single game. Did a good job slowing down Amon-Ra and that really good Lions offense, man. This is a good, solid W to start. I'm looking at 2.5 sacks for Zadarius. Expect him to lead the team at the end of the season. Ryan Neal, the safety, getting in there. They end up 6-11 on the season, dead last in offensive points per game. After our first dub, we caught another one, and then we went on a terrible losing streak. What is that, 6? Oh my, like 8 games in a row, and then we finally won again in week number 12. Just an atrocious season. Mariota did not do his thing in the Cardinals offense, man. 21 touchdowns, 14 picks, had 443 yards rushing. Latavius 4.2 yards per carry. He's not bad. 6 yards away from a 1,000-yard season was Nelson Aguilar. He had 8 touchdowns to boot. He had a solid year. Logan Thomas is our lead tight end. So yeah, we could not get to the playoffs with the wheel of Journeyman, but this is not the last you're going to see of the Journeyman. Maybe in the next video, we get the very best Journeyman. Maybe pair them with a certain club. Wink, wink. Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP. Niners end up winning the Super Bowl in this experiment, in case you were wondering. But yeah, that's going to do it. More Journeyman content to come. Subscribe if you can't wait for it. And I'll see you on the next one.
Stunning like I hit the jackpot. He don't wanna catch a fade. I'ma really get him blacked out. He ain't really about that life. Better breathe before you tap. Bop, steady rocking with the stripes. I'ma really get him checked. Everybody getting checks. Everybody getting bands. Will it end? Will it last? Brand new cars going fast.
Please don't say you wanna be friends. In my dreams we